hungry.
Tessa? Why are you here?
I told Date I was hungry, so
I've always wanted to eat here.
I'll have my usual, Ota.
Yes, right away.
Omelet rice. Ota's omelet rice is so good it gives me stomach cramps.
Is that a compliment?
You're embarrassing me.
Well, Ota appears to have taken it as a compliment.
Yeah, I have.
Have you met Ota's mother, Mayumi?
Yeah, but I don't think she likes me.
That's not true. Mom is just jealous of how pretty you are, Tessa.
Not very reassuring. Whether out of jealousy or otherwise, she still doesn't like Iris.
Iris, about your coming back to life.
Hold it! What do you mean coming back to life?
She totally wasn't dead or anything.
Date jumped into a parallel world where I'm still alive.
Tessa died?
Yep.
Just a casual yup. Where'd your mom go?
She's in the living room. I think she's watching TV.
How about you? What are you doing here?
I was just doing some meditation, lying on the ground.
He means sleeping.
Date, why are you with Tessa?
No reason.
We are
Not Shovel Forge.
on a date.
Oh, a date. Huh. A date?
I'm on an investigation, and she...
Date, I have some delicious fugu eggs. I promise they're not poisoned. Would you like some?
No thanks. I'm fine.
Yeah, my dad taught me when I was little.
You're making me something too, right?
Sure, my treat, Date.
Not poisoned eggs, right?
You're still looking for him? Well, like I told you before, I don't know.
Hey, can you tell me about this parallel world idea in more detail?
Oh, sure. How should I explain this? Well, Oh, I know. Let's play rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah. If we tie, nothing happens. We just shake hands. If I win, you have to give me something.
What if I win?
I'll do anything.
Anything?
Mm-hmm. Anything.
Date, your heart rate is rapidly increasing. Why exactly is that?
All right, let's do this.
Okay, let's go! 1, 2, 3, shoot! Shoot!
A tie.
The most boring result. Well, we agreed on the rules. Let's shake hands. Shaky, shaky.
I demand a rematch.
We just played rock, paper, scissors, right? We tied and shook hands. But in a different timeline, maybe I got a reward from you. Or maybe you could have seen me naked or something.
Why did I choose rock?
What exactly were you going to make her do?
So those timelines are what I'd call a parallel world.
So you think I jumped from a world in which you were dead to this one where you're alive?
That's what I think.
Huh. Parallel world, huh?
And she's so carefree about this.
Can't believe it, but...
Sure you can. Parallel worlds exist. Do you know about the Mandela effect? Or the Booba Kiki effect? Or the 100 million balls? If I explained that, would you believe me?
Sounds really interesting, Tessa. I know some urban legends like that. The spatial temporal man, and the lost friend, and...
Do you know Nelson Mandela?
Well, yeah. The former president of South Africa. he helped abolish apartheid.
Yes.
He died in 2013, but a strange thing happened. When the news broke, people all over the world thought, didn't Mandela die in prison in 1980? That's the Mandela effect. It's when your memory and history have discrepancies. There are lots of examples, like the name of this kid's book with the bears having different spellings.
Oh, what was it? I know what they're talking about. It was it the Berenstein Bears? I think that's the book.
Or people remembering that Kennedy was assassinated in a 4-seat car. But in our world, he was in a 6-seat car.
Huh. I thought it was a 4-seater too.
Or that electric mouse from that video game. You probably remember the tip of its tail being black.
It wasn't?
Nope, it's all yellow. And the design didn't change.
Oh.
Lines from movies, company logos, historical events, and little things. The Mandela effect is everywhere. Why do you think that is?
Because those memories are from parallel worlds?
That would explain it, I guess.
Dante, look at this picture. There's a famous experiment regarding this picture. You show this image to people around the world and ask a question.
Okay.
Which one is Booba and which one is Kiki?
Booba Kiki.
Believe it or not, 98% of people asked have the same answer. The rounder one is Booba, and the jagged one is Kiki.
Well, I'm part of 98%.
Isn't that weird? In other words, everyone thinks that Booba is a certain way, and Kiki is the other. It applies universally across languages and cultures. It's like something ingrained inside all humans.
Yeah, Pikachu.
Like worshipping the sun and the sea. Or thinking that the mother is soft and the father is jagged. Regardless of your culture or background, you probably think this way. It's what Jung called the collective unconscious. There exists a second psychic system of a collective, universal, and impersonal nature, which is identical in all individuals. That's what Jung said about it. Think of it like bamboo. Bamboo stalks look like individual plants since they're separated, but underground, they're all connected. Human psyches might be like that too, connected at a subconscious level. That's...
The parallel world?
Yeah! You saved me in the dream, right? And dreams are all about our subconscious minds. So if you follow the roots...
You get to another bamboo stalk.
Yeah, something like that. This world is full of really interesting stuff. But you know the most interesting thing of all?
No, what?
That humans exist at all.
The universe developed in a very particular way to get here. If things were even slightly different, well, the galaxies and solar system and all of that might not have existed at all.
And that means humans would never be born. And even if everything happened exactly like that, the probability of human life developing is extremely low. And yet, here we are.
Oh, well.
Imagine a box full of ping pong balls, labeled 1 to 100 million. Would you be able to pick out the 1?
Not likely.
But
what
there's
if
always
there
a
were
chance.
100 million of you?
Well, then one of us would definitely pick up the 1.
Exactly. The birth of humanity is so improbable that it's basically a miracle. But if there were multiple universes...
Then it wouldn't be strange that at least one of them had humans in it.
She is describing the anthropic principle. I may have underestimated her intelligence.
There's this kid, A. He's in elementary school.
Really deep for diner dinner, right? Dude, I did not expect the conversation to go like this.
Well, A had this close friend named Suzuki. One day, after school, they're walking home together. A turns around to tell Suzuki a joke. And Suzuki is laughing his butt off. And he's laughing and laughing, and he laughs so hard that his eyes fall out of their sockets.
What?
Well, they were hanging down out of his eye sockets. The nerves were still connected, but... A is of course in shock and doesn't know what to do.
Oh, 100% like promised? That's awesome. Can't wait to play. So that means... I'm gonna have to find time to play that. Cause freaking CS3 in about a month. And I really want to play CS3 one more time before then. I'm gonna have to see if I can find... if they really... have it ready for, ready to play before then.
Suzuki just takes his eyeballs and jams them back into his eye sockets and keeps walking like nothing happened. So A asks him about it. Like, hey, are you okay? Your eyes fell out. A is really concerned for his friend, you know? But Suzuki just says, yeah, I'm fine. He doesn't say anything about it. And by now, A is really curious. But he's not getting any answers. So they just part ways and go home. The story only gets weirder from here. The next day, A goes to school, and Suzuki's not there. A is confused and asks his teacher about it. Hey, where's Suzuki today? And the teacher says, Suzuki? Who's that? There's no Suzuki in this class. A says, what are you talking about? And he goes and asks all of his classmates about Suzuki. They all say the same thing. I don't know him. There's no Suzuki in this class.
So that kid must have jumped into a parallel world without Suzuki.
That's what I think.
Couldn't Suzuki just be an imaginary friend or something?
No. A was really serious about remembering
You know, I
Suzuki.
might just wait just to play the English version, because I did put a week away, or put in a week's time off just to play it for a week straight. And I mean, it just depends on time, really.
It is weird.
So I do want to play the Zero edit.
And there's no way you can pop your eyeballs back in like that.
Well, not necessarily. There's such a thing as a dislocated eye. It actually isn't too hard to put your eye back in if it falls out.
Ota is correct. Dislocated eyes are easy to replace in their sockets. As long as none of the nerves or blood vessels were damaged.
Yeah,
usually no lasting
about
negative
that.
But that doesn't prove this Suzuki exists.
Well, I guess not. So, there's this girl. Let's call her B. She's practicing piano in her room, and her little sister is watching TV in the same room. B asks her to turn the TV volume down so she can hear her piano playing, you know? So B goes back to practicing, playing a little bit. But she's not listening at all. So B turns around to scold her. She was really gonna let her sister have it, but she's gone. She's nowhere to be seen. She thinks, I wonder where she went. But then B hears her sister at the door. I'm home. B runs to the front door and sees her sister and her parents standing there. So B asks, when did you go outside? But her mom says, what are you talking about? She went shopping with me. B is really confused by all of this, of course. She asks her little sister about it. And she learns that her favorite TV show was on. And before she went shopping with her mom, she was deciding whether or not she wanted to stay and watch it or not.
So depending on her decision, a parallel world was made.
Yeah, what B saw might have been from the world where her sister stayed behind. I know a ton of stories like this. Like being suddenly transported 1 year into the future, and and there's a missing persons report out for you. You look down at your phone, but you realize that it's not yours. It's not the one you remember having. You look through the contacts, and it's filled with names you don't recognize.
Sounds scary.
There's more, too. Like this town where everyone is Japanese, but they're speaking a completely different language. And all the signs and magazines and stuff have different letters. And it's not like Korea or China. It's the Japan we know, but the language is different.
That's a prime example of a parallel world.
Yeah, it's sort of like a common experience. A lot of people have experienced waking up in an uninhabited world they've never seen before.
Are you talking about getting isekai'd?
Most of them describe seeing the same person. The spatial temporal man. He's supposed to be an ordinary old man wearing work clothes. The spatial temporal man guides people back to the real world. He tells them, this world is not for you, or something.
I'd like to meet him someday.
So, this elementary school kid, let's call him C. He goes to school and there's a bunch of things on the floor. Postcards, towels, a coffee cup, rice bowls, a sink, lots. But C realized that those were all things from his own house.
Yeah, this is genuinely surprising to me, coming from these two in specific.
How did they get to the classroom?
No one knows. It's not like anyone did it on purpose or there was a thief or anything.
Maybe something happened that made two parallel worlds fuse.
Yeah, maybe.
When did you two get so knowledgeable?
Asking the real questions.
Oh, I don't know.
Tessa is always writing about this stuff on the internet. That's why I decided to research it too. That's how I learned all this stuff.
Oh.
Oh, hey, I know about conspiracies and secret societies too. I find that stuff fascinating.
Because of Tessa?
If you want, we could talk about those.
Maybe next time. Now where's that omelet rice?
Yeah, I think we got a little
Done.
carried away there. God, that was the deepest dinner conversation I've ever had.
Bon appetit!
Hmm.
Tessa, are you okay?
I'm fine. My hand slipped. Let's eat.
Iris and I ate the omelet rice in near silence. There was no conversation, just the sound of the spoon hitting the plate. The diner echoed with it. And before long...
Ah! Thanks for the food!
Her face was back to her usual easy smile.
That was good. Ota, your omelet rice is seriously the best.
Yeah, it was actually really good.
Aw, thanks. I owe it to my dad. He taught me well.
I paid for the food and stood to go.
Let's get going, Iris.
Thanks again!
Thank you! Come back soon!
Absolutely. Alright, let's revisit the warehouse. The place where we saw her, supposedly.
I saw it. I'm sure. Your corpse, Iris. Right here.
But I'm here now. Maybe I'm a ghost.
You don't look like a floating sheet. You have legs.
But maybe they're not legs. Maybe they're my boobs.
I tried to picture Iris's breast swinging down there like that, and then I decided not to.
Didn't you say that you saved me in your dream? What did you mean by that?
I told you that I'm with an organization called Abyss, right?
Yeah, you told me 2 days.
We find clues in the minds of suspects and witnesses. We enter what we call Somnium, a dream world projected by their subconscious. That's what the entire organization is about.
How do you even do that?
We have a machine that we call the Sync Machine.
What is that?
It's a sync machine.
That's not an explanation. Tell me how it works.
Well,
It's not that easy, Iris.
I can explain, but it will require a bit of background to understand.
Background? So my corpse was on here?
Yeah.
Hey, get out of my house!
What the hell?
I'm a poltergeist inside the circuit board.
What?
You said I was a ghost, right? Maybe I'm haunting the warehouse with spooky astral projections.
What are you talking about, Iris?
I've heard of it. The blood-brain barrier, right? Inside the skull, there's an army of little teeny tiny soldiers that surround the brain. They protect the brain from bad stuff in the blood, right?
That's almost it, yeah.
The blood-brain barrier describes the architecture of the microvessels of the brain. It is a kind of shield that protects the brain. To get through, an object must be no larger than 0.4 nanometers. Objects too large to slip through the barrier cannot physically access the brain.
I guess not.
No, I know what it is. It's the core programming behind AI, right?
That's right. What's wrong?
What?
You're shivering.
It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
Huh. Do you know about the Watch It system?
To borrow Pewter's explanation, with the advent of the Wadjet system, we can extract the data of the human psyche. This data is sent to the brain, which achieves the sync.
Nanotech? Yeah, technology related to really small things, like really teeny tiny things. And when they make a machine, they're called nanomachines. I heard they use them a lot for medical and tech fields. Some of the cutting-edge nanomachines can even go inside your body and cure illnesses. They can even cure cancer. And they go beep, beep, beep. That's what Mom said. Well, I don't know if it was like beep, beep or rrr. But anyway, nanotechnology costs tons of money. Only a few people can even afford it. My college professor said only the richest of the rich have nanotechnology.
Largely accurate. Nano is a prefix meaning 10 to the negative 9th power. A nanometer is therefore 0.0000000001 meters. The sync machine uses machines approximately 2.16 nanometers long. Viruses are on average 20 to 970 nanometers. So sync nanomachines are far smaller than that. This allows them to access neural circuitry. During a sync, the nanomachines are used to write in the syncer's data.
Okay, you have the basics down. Let me explain how syncing works. Syncers like me equip the sync gear and use it to access the subject's brain. Inside the helmet are nano cables, and on the tip of each of these cables is a special nano machine. But the machine can't reach the brain through blood alone. Do you know why?
The BBB soldiers say, "Go away," and push them back?
Well, yeah, kind of. But for the sync to work, we have to get the nanomachines into the brain itself. How do we do that?
Drill a hole in the skull?
No.
In Shovel Forge, you can use a pickaxe and...
No, it has nothing to do with tools. We don't have... Skulls already have holes in them. One of those holes is the optic canal, which is a nerve canal located behind the eyes. The nano cables of the sync gear go through your eyes, then go to the back of your eye socket, then through the optic canal to the sea.
The sea?
The sea of brain cells, anyway.
That sounds kind of romantic.
Really?
It's only a chunk of protein.
Once the nanocables arrive at their destination, they can begin the sync process. They slide into the brain like roots of a tree. And on the tip of each cable, the nanomachine sends and receives data. This is controlled by the Wadjet system, and that's how the syncer and the subject exchange information.
Exchange?
Think of it this way. The human brain has a max capacity of one psyche, one consciousness.
Multiple instances of consciousness inside one brain can cause a total collapse of higher brain functions.
You know how a car only has one steering wheel? If there were two, there would be accidents all over the place.
Well, don't some planes have 2 control sticks?
Yes.
Okay, maybe it wasn't the best metaphor. What I'm trying to say is that the human body can only hold one person. If you try to have 2 people inside one brain, it will break.
I see.
Because of this, the syncer's data goes inside the subject's brain. And the only thing inside the subject's mind at the time of the sync are their memories. Like a house with no one inside. We syncers break into the house, look for clues, and leave. All within 6 minutes.
There's a time limit?
Yes, or else the house will collapse on our heads.
The neural circuits would become too deeply entwined with one another. To put it simply, the syncer would be trapped inside the subject's house.
Thank you for explaining it. I don't completely understand how sync works, but still.
Just don't tell anyone. This is extremely confidential.
It's okay, I won't. Date, tell me this. Who did you sync with yesterday?
Didn't I show you his picture? Congressman So Sejima.
So that's why you know so much about him.
But you've never met him, right?
I haven't, I swear. Hey, Date, you saw my corpse here, right?
What did you look like?
I did. I'm sure of it.
And in SoStream, you saved me from getting killed.
Yeah.
And then somehow, I resurrected.
I guess?
Yeah.
Date, that means you're... Achoo!
Date, is the cold too much for Iris?
Yeah, I'm freezing too. Iris, let's get out of here for now.
Roger that!
Alright, 2 more places to go. Let's go to Sunfish Pocket at nighttime. Should be nighttime, right? I saw a familiar face as I entered. It was Mizuki. Iris and I sat at Mizuki's table.
Wow, this is surprising. What's going on here?
Is that the Orichalcum's trident?
Why are you two together?
Oh, well, it's...
No reason.
Forget it. Thanks for letting me stay last night.
Oh, no trouble at all. Anytime. You could even live with me if you want.
That's a great idea. The roommate I have right now really sucks.
Thanks.
This girl.
Alright. Let's get to talking here. It's you again.
Those are some nice hip bones.
Is that really appropriate right now?
Well, a triple wart sea devil or an Anacanthus barbatus.
That's a mouthful.
I've heard that Renju was sighted here.
When do you mean?
When? I got the info a few minutes ago, but I don't know when he was seen.
Oh.
Ringing any bells?
Well, he hasn't come by today, but yesterday.
Yesterday? But I was here yesterday.
What?
It was after that. After you and Ota left.
Why didn't you tell me sooner?
You didn't ask. And I don't have any way to contact you.
Damn it.
We just missed him.
What did he do?
He was looking for Iris. He was asking everyone where she was.
Why?
Looking for me? Yeah.
Did he give a reason?
No, not in particular.
Iris, can you think of why he would be looking for you?
No, not at all.
Mizuki?
I don't know either.
Anything else? Well, he did seem really sick. He was pale and sweating a lot.
It must have been because of the accident.
Perhaps.
Mizuki comes here a lot. She's really friendly with everyone.
I like it here. Everyone treats me nice.
Is it because you're the daughter of the owner?
No, it's not like that.
We're BFFs.
She wields extraordinary power with that trident.
The Okiura family is really something else.
What are you gonna do, scold me or something? Why do you care what I do?
Why are you so angry?
I'm not angry. In fact, I'm feeling good.
Are you now?
Excuse me.
The mermaid took me to the corner of the store.
Mizuki was crying earlier.
Crying?
Yes, we were trying to cheer her up. What happened to her mom was, and we thought she was having a hard time. She must have come here looking for company. That's probably why she stayed with Iris last night.
Shoko's body is still under the jurisdiction of the police. There has not been a ceremony, nor has the body been cremated. The culprit has not been caught, and we cannot locate Renju. And on top of that, her roommate has abandoned her.
I did not abandon her.
In any case, there are many ways you could calm Mizuki down.
Mizuki is just trying to act strong. Please, try to understand.
Why are you asking me about that?
I was just curious.
That company was made by my grandpa, but Daddy has nothing to do with it. I don't know anything about the warehouse. I thought I told you this already. Don't ask me the same questions over and over.
Date, look.
She's lying?
Possibly. She may just be excited or upset.
The police asked me a bunch of questions, but I don't know where he is.
Mr. Okiura helped me when I was just starting out. You know how my mom is single? He really supported her. He even changed my diaper when I was a little baby. I got hired by Lemniscape all because of him.
Iris used to stream all her own content. Like singing and dancing and gaming and stuff. But before we knew it, she went viral.
Right, I heard about that. That's how she started getting offers, right? But because Iris's mom knows Renju, she decided to go with Lemniscape.
But there's more to it than that. There are other reasons. Daddy was totally taken in by her talent.
Her talent?
Dancing, really. Her dancing is what got her into Lemniscape. He knew ever since she was young that she would be talented.
I didn't know that.
Daddy's not the type to give compliments.
This is kind of embarrassing. I didn't know he thought of me that way.
Okay, now talk about your visitor.
Iris, I still need to know. What were you doing Sunday at 2 a.m.?
You haven't fulfilled your promise.
This is the date. I fulfilled my promise.
I told you. No info until the date is complete.
Oh my god.
Don't you get it? This date isn't over yet.
When's it gonna be over then?
More than sleeping and eating? Well, maybe about the same as eating. Anyway, I've always loved moving my body, ever since I was a little girl.
And you're fast, too.
Yeah, I did a lot of track meets.
Were you always the anchor?
That's amazing.
Hey, wanna hear something cool? Iris is the goddess of rainbows in Greek mythology. She's the messenger of the gods. She's really fast.
Rainbows being so fast to disappear was the source of the legend.
You're as fast as your namesake then.
You want a race?
Sure. Let me get the chance.
Right here?
Right here?
Oh, I want to see too.
Me too.
I would also like to see that.
I don't know.
Come on, just show us.
But... Alright, I'll go set up.
That's a little awkward.
Wait!
Mermaid didn't listen and hurried off.
Jeez. Fine, if you insist. Yay! Iris, we're ready.
Oh my god, she's really gonna do this?
Alright, world, get ready! See my dance! Invincible Rainbow Arrow! Hit it!
Woohoo!
Teacups that are flying, on maps mystifying. You'll think that I'm lying. This old tale of mine, a journey through time. A permanent fire, cold frost on the pyre. Fruit never expires. You've seen in your eyes, you've seen in your mind. While the old bow their heads, while the blind lead the blind, the marble loses shine. The eye clouds by design, but we know in our soul the one hope, the one truth. That if we believe we can make miracles. Even with the devils of time against you, never let the fire fade in you. See the golden goddess with wings of rainbows set sail through the night sky to embrace you. Resist, I'll love your heart and take you. Never let this merciless world erase you. Passing down the light of the torch to guide you, and you shall be bathed in light.
Wow. Clap, clap, clap. Being able to sing without opening your mouth is a very good skill.
That song. Mr. Okira wrote the music, and I wrote the lyrics. So it holds a special place in my heart.
That's right. I forgot he wrote music.
Yeah, he's really talented. I look up to him. He's done so much for me. I know I can rely on him more than anyone else. She's my friend from back when I worked here. We would hang out outside of work, too.
We'd go to haunted places and UFO sightings and stuff.
Blow those boys away!
Blow those boys away!
Yeah, blow those boys.
Mizuki,
You really shouldn't say that.
No.
Unfortunately, we didn't find Renju here.
But we discovered that he was looking for Iris.
But why?
We can think about that later. Let's get going.
Yeah, you're right.
Alright. One more place to go. The Kume Shrine.
You okay?
Huh?
it's okay. I just, missed a step there.
Alright, talk to me, Iris.
It's nostalgic. This place is a memorable one for me.
Why?
6 years ago, I used to come here with someone.
Someone?
I used to call him Uncle. He was a thoughtful, reliable man. I thought of him as a father, but one day, he just disappeared.
She's talking about...
Number 89.
Hitomi's lover.
When you asked me why I became an idol, I wasn't being entirely truthful. I told you that it was because I wanted to become famous. But more specifically, it was for Uncle. I've been looking for him for 6 years, but I didn't find him anywhere. I didn't know where else to look, so instead of me finding him, I thought that he could find me instead.
You think if you became famous, he'd contact you?
Yeah.
So that is why she became an idol.
I mean, it's also been my dream since I was little. That's a part of it, too.
So why do you use the name Aset? Shouldn't you use your real name?
Oh no, I don't have to. He was the one who came up with the name Aset. He told me that if I ever became an idol, I should use that name.
Is there a reason?
A flower over there.
Flower?
You can't see it from here, can you? I know it's there because I've been to this shrine before. Mr. Okura isn't here. I mean, of course he isn't. It's not like we came here right away.
He's already taken off.
Too bad.
It looks like there are no further clues here. It appears we've wasted our time.
It's called Ikume Iribiko Isachi no Mikoto, or sometimes Ikume Tenno, or Ikume no Mikoto. There are legends about this place written in the old text. It's a shrine dedicated to the gods. The old legend goes like this. One day, Ikume Iribiko sent one of his followers, Taji Momori, on an urgent quest to find a mysterious, magical fruit. A fruit called Tokijiku no Kaku. It's said that eating it will grant you immortality. After many hardships, Taji Momori was able to find the fruit, but by the time he got back, Ikume Iribiko had died. Taji Momori mourned. He handed half of the fruit to the man's wife, and he left the other half on Ikume Iribiko's grave, then died on the spot. It is said that that fruit is still inside the shrine behind us.
Is it?
Really? Fruit of immortality.
Yes. Not interested?
No, not really. I'd rather have normality than immortality.
Wait, a flower? Oh, these. Is it these?
It's too far to see.
Too dark, too.
An iris. More specifically, a winter iris. This is the same flower that was on display at Iris's house.
Yeah. How did you know? It's the same kind that's at my house. I told you about what it means, right?
Good news and hope.
Iris is also a part of the eye, and the Greek goddess of rainbows. A messenger goddess. I told you at Sunfish Pocket, right? That's why the flower means good news and hope.
Okay.
Date, we have no time to waste. We should get moving.
Got it.
I guess I'll go to Marble. That was a very short one. Let's see. Oh.
Hey, Mama. It's me.
Dante, honey, what's up?
I'm heading over now.
Glad to hear it. Maybe I'll close the place a little early for you.
Sorry, but I'm with someone.
With someone?
A girl named Iris.
What? Is she a virgin?
Huh?
I'm not gonna answer that. Anyway, remember what we talked about?
There's a regular here who was good friends with Ren. They should be here tonight.
This should be interesting. It's better to be good, Mama. You got my hopes up.
Are they coming tonight?
Yes, I promise.
All right, then I'll see you there.
Okay, I'll be here.
How are you talking on your phone without earphones?
I was too lazy to explain it properly. I came up with a lie.
I have an earpiece implanted in my ear.
Wow, cool!
Another call.
Date, it's the boss.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Okay, Dante, tell me the situation. Did you find number 89?
If I did, I would have told you.
Aha.
What?
What was that about?
That was a cry from deep within my heart, Dante. Do you realize how screwed I am? Go find number 89.
If I find Renju, I find number 89. I'm gathering information on Renju's whereabouts now.
Where?
I'm gonna guess. Hang on. I'm gonna guess the person that we discover here is number 89 at Marble.
Wait, are you trying to get her drunk?
She's not 21.
And if she wasn't a minor? Well, whatever. I'm sure you have a good plan. Find those two and arrest them. Got it?
I don't know about that one. I feel like going to Marble this late at night is a very terrible idea.
So this is Golden Yokocho.
First time here?
Yeah.
Marble is right over here.
Date, on your 6. 2 suspicious individuals approaching.
Oh!
Dante! Dante!
Uh-oh.
Stay right there.
Okay.
Jesus, what the hell just happened here? Dude, that went 0 to 100 real quick.
Damn. Who are they?
We can find out later. We need a way out of this.
Yeah, but... Shit. We gotta take care of them.
I have reached the same conclusion.
But I've only got a single revolver.
Nice panties. Are you really looking into the different options here?
Date, I have a plan. I will give you instructions. Just move as I tell you.
This better work.
Not to worry. My calculations are flawless.
What's the plan?
You see that hangar over there? Shoot the bottom of the hangar with a normal bullet.
Why?
Don't ask questions, just do it.
Look at that! Like a gift from heaven!
they stupid?
Are they stupid? I guess they are.
Just as I calculated.
What kind of calculations did you do?
Date, focus!
That makes no sense, but whatever.
Now, the burst shot. Shoot the pornomag vending machine.
The pornomag?
I said no questions.
There's a pornomag vending machine?
Hurry! Shoot the vending machine with the burst.
Hey, this is...
This is crazy!
These guys definitely have their priorities straight.
before!
Yeah, they must be stupid.
You are too.
What?
The final step.
Oh my god!
But you don't have to do a thing.
Phone call?
Hello?
Mama? There's a group of naked buff guys dancing outside your bar.
There's... What?
Don't use my voice without permission.
This is an emergency. I will slap you if you don't shut up. Now, we're ready. We just need to use the fire extinguisher.
It's loaded with high-pressure CO2.
Now, I will leave your eye and throw the fire extinguisher into the air. Shoot the top of the extinguisher at the perfect time. Now let's go!
Ready? Here I go. Ah!
Oh my god.
All according to my calculations.
Calculated. Wow. And that victory music. Oh, what the hell?
This is...
My place. The building's got a security system. We'll be safe here.
So Mizuki's not home?
Doesn't look like it.
I checked her phone's GPS. Mizuki is currently at Sunfish Pocket.
It's getting late, but Sunfish Pocket should be safe. I'm sure the mermaids are taking good care of her. If anything, she'd be in more danger with us.
Iris, I need to talk to you about earlier. Have a seat wherever.
Yes, take a seat. Fuck. Do you know
Iris,
anything about
those
them?
guys who tried to kidnap you, do you have any idea who they were?
There's a reason I asked you to go on a date so many times. I wanted you to protect me. I wanted a bodyguard. But I thought that if I told you the truth, you wouldn't believe me. That's why I didn't tell you.
What did you do?
But now, I'll come clean. My life is being threatened by a secret society. They're called the Nizet Laws, a group under the control of the Wajet system. Their ultimate goal is to complete X00639.
X00639.
I discovered
Yeah,
them
I'm
and what they were
definitely
up to,
stopping
and
after
now
this part.
Dante, please help me. They're going to kill me.
Wait. Slow down.
In geosynchronous orbit around the equator, longitude 100 degrees east, there's a satellite. It's about 150 feet long, quite big for a satellite.
True. Most satellites are between 5 and 10 feet long. The International Space Station is roughly 330 feet long. So
God
this satellite
damn.
she is describing is about half as big.
It's always in the same place, and there's no doubt that it's man-made. But by who? And when it was launched, no one knows.
Also true. The first to discover this satellite was a space advocacy group in Japan. It was on the news for a short while.
Most people thought it was some secret US military satellite, and that was it. X00639 is a super-powered radio transmitter.
Radio.
Transmitter?
But it's not complete. It's still being built. And that's what they're trying to do. That's what Wadjet wants them to do. Well, you know about the Wadjet system, right?
It's the core of artificial intelligence.
Do you know where it came from?
It was developed by the American tech conglomerate Elgorg, but no specifics have been revealed.
Basically, the Wadjet system artificial intelligence is from outer space. It was transmitted to Earth in binary, as radio waves. They were caught by the space dev team at Elgorg, and when they decoded it, they found that it was a truly incredible source code. That's the code they used to create the Wadjet system.
Is this true, Iba?
It is patently ridiculous.
It's spelled Naixatloz. Sometimes they just call themselves the Nais. They're deeply connected to the Wadjet system. Their organization is everywhere. International politics, business leaders, all operating in secret.
The Wadjet system AI was built by decoding radio waves sent from outer space. A secret society called the Nizet Laws, or NIZE, knows the secret of the Wadjet system and obeys its will. Their ultimate goal is to complete the radio transmitter satellite X00639.
Let's say that one day Wadjet shows up on your computer screen.
Yeah, what is going on with this girl, man?
Hi guys, nice to meet you. Want to help us out? Do you really think humans would help? Most people would probably think their PC has a virus or something, or they'd panic and try to remove them. I don't know what would happen. I'm sure Wadjet made their own predictions, and they thought it was best to control certain parts of humanity from behind the scenes. But they needed some kind of direct influence. They can't build a satellite by themselves, right? That's why they created Nizet Laws. I managed to learn that too. They're building X00639 so they can transmit their own data to a planet far away. If they contact a sentient species, then the process will repeat itself again. That species will decode the
And the
signal,
plot
create an
thickens.
AI, then builds a radio transmitter. Because they're an AI, they can create copies of themselves for transmission. Doing this over and over means that Wadjet will eventually spread across the universe.
And after that?
After that,
Yeah. After they're spread all over space, what do they do next?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Well, why do humans have children? It's the same thing. Wadjet is alive. They want to spread across the universe. That's their destiny. Nais and Wadjet have a mutually beneficial relationship. Wadjet can control stock prices. Nais benefits from that. In return, Nais helps Wadjet's ultimate goal. That's why Nais is in militaries and corporations all over the world, to help build X00639.
Okay, summarize for me.
Alright, I get it.
You do?
Not really, but she doesn't need to know that.
Hmm.
But listening to your explanation, Nyes doesn't sound like a bad organization.
No, that's not true. Think of how much money and resources are going to Nyes. Think of how many people are suffering in poverty, and all the wars happening across the planet. And human trafficking and slavery. Nyes has the power and resources to put an end to all of that, but they don't. They only care about themselves, and they'll do anything to protect their own interests. They'll kill if they have to, which is why I'm being targeted. Because I found out their secret.
How did you find out? Oh.
Well, I can't say yet.
Did you learn it from your daddy? Or
But it's true.
Renju?
Believe me. Nyes is dangerous. You have to understand, Date. You saw my dead body.
Do you think that you were killed by Nyes in the parallel world?
Yes, I think so. You're the only person I can trust. Please, don't leave me. You have to protect me.
is it really that simple though? As the story is, well, under normal circumstances, I wouldn't believe a word of it. But it is true that she was almost kidnapped by some mysterious group. And it's true that I saw her dead body in a cold storage warehouse. And if that happened in a parallel world...
Date, you can't tell me that you actually believe this.
Aiba, you use the Wadjet system too, right?
So what if I do? Do you suspect me, Date? Do you think I'm an agent of Nyes? Fine. This can be solved easily. Why not look into her mind? Then you will discover if her story is true or not.
A sync, of course.
Oh, okay. So the next step is diving into her mind. And I don't think I have time to do that right now. Definitely stopping now. That would take at least a good 20 to 30 minutes probably. So let me go ahead and save. So let's see, where are we on the flowchart so far? I feel like we're definitely nearing the end of this route. I'll probably finish this route up probably tomorrow, probably. Dude, that went so much information. The plot just like thickened so much. It's more than just a simple murder story now.